Hey, it's Troy with the P-Man Foundation. We hope that the messages from this year's P-Man event have found you and your families in good health and spirits. For the past few years, as some may know, we have had the opportunity to work closely with the Covenant House, a recovery center here in Atlanta, Georgia. Throughout the time we've spent with the guys at the Covenant House, we have heard some amazing stories of recovery. This year, we actually have the opportunity to share one of those stories from a recent graduate of the Covenant House, Tyrone Jones. So take some time, listen in on his story of recovery, see what he's up to now, where he's been in life, and where Tyrone sees himself going. Thank you and enjoy.
Good to have you here, Tyrone, to give us some insight and background on your story, where you've been, where you're at today, and just, you got an overall good story. I know it, but we're going to go through some questions today and just, we want people to hear your story. We want them to know that they're not necessarily alone when it comes to fighting addiction. And you have an amazing story. So we're going to get into it. I hope you don't mind. I got a few questions to ask you. Let me start with this. Let's talk about your time at Covenant. What have you been up to since you've been at Covenant House?
Well, when I first came at Covenant, it was the 5th month, the 14th, 2019, and they accepted me in there. So it was kind of a little bit off a little bit, but it helped me open my eyes and think about what I need to do for the future. So it was excited to be there, and times was hard a little bit, but I took it one day at a time.
While in recovery, you started to choose a healthy lifestyle over addiction, or did that help you? Did the running and staying in shape help you with that?
Yes, it did. It motivated me. It's making me move forward instead of worrying about the past. So I had to have activity since I have a prosthetic leg, and Covenant Community did a wonderful job of accepting me, making me realize that I can do anything I put my mind to. Yeah. So we're running, I'm gonna continue running with them. As long as I'm uphill, I'm gonna continue running.
I know that you just graduated, which congratulations on graduating. How long have you been sober?
15 months. I've been sober 15 months. I've been in Covenant Community 15 months. Yeah. I stopped smoking cigarettes. It's been 11 months and 22 days.
Wow. And how do you feel?
I feel wonderful. I feel like brand new. Yeah. I feel like I don't have to worry about the past no more. I got to worry about the future. And I made a good decision to leave New Orleans, Louisiana to come to Atlanta, Georgia.
Yeah. Now, this is where you're at now, and I'm sure that this is something that you're super proud of. And I've watched your growth being involved in the Covenant community, and we've shared many dinners together, some really good ones. So I've seen your growth and watched where you're at now. Are there any people that helped inspire you to get to where you're at today?
Well, it's Covenant Community. I have my counselor, Ms. Vernice. I have my teacher, Ms. Christina. All of them inspire me to say that I can do it. Always put your mind into it. I never wanted to look back on nothing else. And, by me being accepted there and running back on my feet, it's helping me motivate and worry about the future.
So what I'm hearing here is, it seems like y'all have a pretty good community over there at Covenant House. Not only that, but you attached this, you mentioned the back on my feet.
It's a 14 facility at Covenant Community. We're real small. And back on my feet, they really put effort into liking me running with them, and I enjoy running with them. It's like, when I leave Covenant Community, I will miss them, but I'm not gonna forget them.
For sure.
They helped me get where I'm at, and I'm gonna continue representing Covenant Community.
Covenant Community really had your back. That's what it sounded like. And that's important with recovery, right? A community, like-minded people being around each other. You know, now that we've talked about a little bit that where you're at now, which I think is amazing, can you give us some background about, you know, where you're from and your story on how you even got to Covenant Community? But let's backtrack a little bit. Tell us about where you're from. I know you're from New Orleans, right?
Yes, sir. Well, my name is Tyrone Jones. I'm from New Orleans, Louisiana, born and raised. And it's kind of rough down there, and the things that I've been through, you know, down there, it was kind of hectic, you know. So as I was growing up, I've been through a whole lot of stuff, you know, been getting in trouble, you know, not trying to keep thinking about that, but as I'm getting older, I'm learning from my mistakes. So one day it just took me, I just got tired of using. And I've been doing drugs since I was 9 years old. I've been shooting heroin. So I know the feeling how it is, and I know the feeling where it is now. So I OD'd on it 4 times. And God was telling me something, and he really had me in a jar. And it's some kind of reason I just left New Orleans, left everything behind to come to Atlanta. And when I got to Atlanta, he opened me up out of jail, and I just felt relieved. Yeah. Like I was lost in New Orleans. I ain't had nowhere to go. It's like I was in a dark spot where I just ain't have no backup. Yeah. So one day my brother dropped me off in Atlanta and left me here, and I stayed here ever since.
Yeah. Take me through the process of your thought process, man. It seems like you are, you know, just determined to win in some way, shape, form, or fashion. You just don't give up. Talk to me a little bit about your drive.
All I can say is this: I came a long way, and like I said, I didn't run in 16 years, and I'm proud of everything that I'm going through right now. But my goal, my really goal is, I want to reach that 26 miles in 3 hours. That's my goal, and I'm training for that as we speak. So that's the main goal. So now it feels good to run, and I want to keep running. I ain't gonna never stop running until I can't stop running no more. Rain, snow, sleet, I won't run. Yeah. I run forever. So when them people took me under their wing, I enjoy it. Yeah. I don't care if it's hurting me, but I would never say nothing. I'm not a quitter. Yeah. You either gonna go hard or go home. I ain't going home. I'm going hard. Yeah.
And that's been your mentality throughout the entirety of it all.
When you want something, go get it. And I'm a go-getter, not a quitter. Yeah. Even though my leg gone, I ain't letting nothing stop me. Yeah. I'm always gonna be a winner and a champion in my mind.
What do you want people to take away from your story as you go on? Because I feel like your story is gonna be told multiple times. What do you want people, what's the biggest takeaway you want people to have?
I just want people just to know that you're not alone, and I don't want nobody to feel sorry for me for my story, but I just want you to understand that you can do anything that you put your mind through, and by me having a prosthetic leg, I'm still here. And I just want you to understand that my story should carry people a long way. Like, never let nobody put you down, never let nobody tell you what you can't do. But I'm still here, being a young man I am, being strong about me, and I love myself and myself only to be what I'm doing right now. Yeah. So when they hear my story, just know they're not alone. You know, my higher power have me still here to tell my story, and I'm willing to tell it any day, anywhere, any place.
That's good, man. Well, Tyrone, I appreciate spending time with you. I think your story is amazing. You always drop new things, exciting stories on me whenever we hang out and talk. So it's good to have you here. The P-Man Foundation is very grateful to have built a relationship with you over the past year. And we look forward to seeing what happens next with you.
I'm glad to be here with you.
I appreciate it, man.